Today on Eagle Nation News, Madison Wells will feature the Robotics Club to find out why they love engineering and what makes them a family.
Lauren Womack will be in studio with the sad news about Taylor Swift's mom, as well as information on what all the tents outside Chick-fil-A last night was about.
And finally, Troyce Murphy looks into how our 2019 homecoming queen has decided to make her senior year memorable.
All this and more today
on Eagle Nation News. Can you go fast? Good afternoon, Eagle Nation. Today is Wednesday, January 22nd. I'm Casey Boston.
And I'm Brenna Gibbons.
The Engineering Club at PHS features students of all social cliques and programs, and together are one family. Madison Wells takes a look into this unique program.
The Engineering Club here at Prosper High School has trained the minds of hundreds of students with countless hours of dedication in seemingly impossible tasks such as building and designing fully functional robots to creating and racing an entirely student-made solar car. There is no doubt that the club molds its students into real-world problem solvers, but unexpectedly over the years, it has created something entirely different but just as important, a family.
I spend 2 hours in a classroom every day with them, and now we spend 4 days every Monday and Tuesday and about 5 hours after school. So these bonds have impacted my life by giving me people I can trust, a good source of friends to go to if I ever need help or if I need to do homework or something. It's just a good group of people to go to.
The club has members who participate in a variety of interests, some being jocks and others members of the math club. However, those who find themselves in these seemingly incompatible high school cliques are brought together through their shared love of engineering and able to make countless lifelong friendships.
I spend most of my day spending time with these people that I've really built bonds with that I haven't had before, especially after I quit bands. This group has given me a group outside of band and people to go to that I can talk about my passion.
For this club, family comes from the most unusual places, but even more unpredicted than the working friendships and blending cliques, Christina Goodman, the culinary teacher here at PHS, has become a co-mentor of the club with absolutely no engineering experience at all.
Have been told before that I'm not the smartest person, so I never thought that hanging out with the smart kids was kind of what I was ever meant to do. But through this, it has given me a sense of belonging and the best blended family you could ever join.
The Prosper Engineering Club, although talented and intelligent, is much more than just that. They are a family.
A family.
A family.
A family.
A family.
For Eagle Nation News, I'm Madison Wells, Prosper.
Yesterday morning, there were many reports of a man banging on doors, yelling to open them. Callers reported that the man was holding a frying pan, shattering light fixtures in the hallway. The man has very recently been identified as 23-year-old Darius Tarver, a current student at the University of North Texas. After police arrived in Denton, Tarver refused to drop the frying pan and cleaver that he was holding and ended up being fatally shot and killed.
There has always been talk about Petland's animals and how they are not cared for properly, but things should hopefully be changing within the next 30 days. New rules are being designed and put into effect to help protect these animals against harm and limit the amount of sick animals being sent home with families. Some of these new rules include more frequent inspections of the pet stores, a required microchip implant for dogs and cats, animals must be at least 8 weeks old to be sold, and much more.
So far this January, the Texas weather continues to fluctuate, and currently we're having to deal with those cooler temperatures and rain. Julia, should we be expecting this rain to pass anytime soon?
Thank you, Casey. So like you said, it is currently 39 degrees with a real feel temperature of 30. There has been some rain this morning and last night, hence the clouds in the sky right now. But by Wednesday or Thursday, the rain should be clearing up and we should see some sunshine on Friday and Saturday. Come Sunday, we will have a few showers, but into the beginning of next week, it should be very nice with temperatures in the 60s. With your fast forecast, I'm Julia B. Zion. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Julia. Hopefully we will be seeing some warmer weather soon. When we return, Lauren Womack will be in studio with more on why people spent the night outside Chick-fil-A, as well as information on the recent news with Taylor Swift's mom. Stay tuned.
Now in studio with your Talent Talk, sponsored by Corbridge Orthodontics, is Lauren Womack.
Taylor Swift is someone who is highly talked about in the media, but today we shine a spotlight on someone who has made her who she is today. Her mom, Andrea Smith, has been battling breast cancer and getting treatment since 2015. While doctors were doing treatment, they noticed something unusual that looked like a tumor. After examining it more, they did confirm it was a brain tumor and she would immediately start undergoing treatment for that as well as her cancer. Swift said it has been pretty hard on her family, and she even dedicated her song Lover to her mom. Now on a lighter note, Chick-fil-A on 380 near Windsong Ranch is now officially open. So if you live out that way, you have a much closer restaurant. Take our poll on Twitter and let us know if you're excited about the new Chick-fil-A opening. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Eagle Nation News and check out our website eaglenation.net to watch previous episodes. Back to you guys at the desk. Thank you, Lauren. Senior Victoria Carpenter has done it all, from being an athlete to maintaining good grades and even winning homecoming queen.
But what inspires her today is what she has yet to do. Joyce Murphy takes a look.
From running track to winning homecoming queen, all the while being a straight A student and still having time for loved ones, Victoria Carpenter, a senior at Prosper High School, has partaken in anything possible to make her high school experience memorable.
Victoria's a really hard-working person. She's really passionate about everything that she does. I've seen her be varsity on track all 4 years and trying her hardest in classes and doing stuff for her family all the time.
Victoria not only used her athletic abilities, but as well as her faith as a way to get involved throughout her high school career.
I would always just serve at church and just do announcements and small things like that. I started off by going to VBS, which is Vacation Bible School, and I just got involved during the summer. And then once I got older, I decided to go and do a missions trip. My favorite project has been going to Jamaica for a missions trip. I think just spending time with people in Jamaica and just helping them out is always a thing I enjoy doing. Some things that we did overseas to help out was just build homes for the homeless. We worked with a group called YWAM, which is Youth with a Mission, and we partner with them throughout the week. After I graduate, I plan to go on a larger missions trip. They're going to East Asia, and so I plan to go on that with my family.
If you are interested in giving back, Prosper High School offers clubs for all students seeking to improve the community, which can be accessed through the school's website. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Joyce Murphy, Prosper.
Thank you, Troyce. Now Maya Peterson recaps the McKinney High game and how our Lady Eagles contributed to the legacy of Nicole Quincy.
Tuesday nights now mean basketball. Last night, everyone came out to not only support our Eagles, but to support Nicole Quincy. Nicole Quincy is a former Lionette, graduate, and patron of her community. Nicole passed away on June 28, 2013, and this was not only a loss for McKinney High, but for the McKinney community, where she was known for her bright spirit, caring heart, and a big smile. Every year, McKinney holds a tribute game to remind everyone of her heroic acts of kindness and to continue her legacy as a leader and a teammate. After the game last night, I had the chance to speak with head coach Wes Watson to discuss what this game meant
for his team. It's really special because, and I'm going to try not to get choked up here because Nicole was really special for our school, and I had the privilege of getting to know her and her family, and always had a smile on her face, and we'll make sure as long as we're here that we continue to honor her memory. Just thrilled that we were able to honor her tonight and to get a win for her tonight as well. So thank you for bringing that up. That's a good question.
Our girls would start out the night against the Lionettes with big defensive plays from Sailor Lewis and Adrian Taylor, locking up the paint, helping hold McKinney to 0 points in the first quarter. During the second quarter, our Lady Eagles would battle back and forth with the Lionettes as their star players Aaron and Trinity came out hot and were able to get a slight lead on the Eagles going into the half. During the second half, Maddie Cleary and Chandler Browning would answer to McKinney High as they hit big shots. However, McKinney High would then amp up their defense as we went back and forth with multiple lead changes within the fourth quarter. This game would come down to the wire as the Eagles were behind 27-29 with 2 minutes left in the game, but they would stay patient and look for the best shot. Who would get it? Maddie Cleary, who was at the top of the key, hitting a dagger to not only put the Eagles up, but give them a burst of energy to clamp down on McKinney. Knowing the Lioness are strong in last-second games, Coach Rochelle called a timeout to remind his Eagles to stay calm, patient, and get a stop. They did just that as they locked up the Lioness, forcing a turnover, and found Taya Thomas under the basket for the winning shot, putting the Eagles over the top and closing out the game 37-32. Maddie Cleary finished with 16 and Chandler Browning right behind her with 14. The Lady Eagles showed a lot of toughness last night, and I can see this being their turning point of their season. You can catch them on Friday against Plano East starting at 7:30. If you want to hear more sports like this, tune into Game Time this Friday. Back to you guys at the desk.
That's all the time we have for you today. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Brenna Gibbons.
And I'm Casey Boston. Live long and prosper.